Hi, my name is Megan, and this is my hobby talk, where I talk about my hobbies. And I consider it a floss tube because my primary hobby is cross stitch. So that is why this is floss tube number 3. It is my February time capsule. So I'm going to talk about everything that I did in February in terms of stitching and reading and other hobbies that I have. So sit down, relax, take a load off. I'm sorry if it's squeaky around me. My father is wandering around upstairs. I have the sniffles. I'm going to try really hard not to obnoxiously sniffle throughout the entire video. And my mother says I'm not allowed to touch my hair because I touched my hair too much in my last videos. So we're going to try not to touch my hair. I'm gonna, but I'm gonna try not to. So February. It was a fabulous stitching month for me. Fabulous February. Fabulous. Eh? I have developed a new way of keeping track of my projects. I'm super happy about. Washi tape. It's maybe not my idea. I might have stolen it, but I am very happy. So this pink one here is my birthstone stitching. The heart is the Words to Live By from Tiny Modernist, and then this skinny one is my Zodiac sampler. So those are the 3 projects that I stitched on. I stitched 26 out of the 28 days. I didn't stitch on the 9th. It's a Saturday, and I'm trying for the life of me to remember why I didn't stitch that Saturday, but I don't know. And I also didn't stitch on the 24th because I watched the Oscars instead. And I worked all day Sunday, so I didn't have any time to stitch. I mean, I guess I could have stitched whilst watching the Oscars, but I just whatever. I just didn't stitch. It's fine, you're allowed. So my first project that I stitched on in February and finished, yay, in February, was my birthstone chart. Amethyst. Isn't she cute? I have named her Annette. 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 Okay, fabric. She is stitched on 14 count Ada, dyed by, made by hand dyed by Steph's Fabby. I think those are the same things. 14 count, yes. She's stitched with all the called for DMC colors, except I added in, oh, can you see? Ooh, you can. I added in some sparkly blending filament into just the gemstone and her eyes, but you probably can't see in her eyes. Just to add some sparkle. The pattern is Soda Stitch, the birthstone chart. Yeah, because those are the rules. Your fabric, your stitching, your designer. Make sure you tell everybody those things. So I've done that. I didn't make any massive mistakes on her, so I'm super happy about it. I stitch her on a Q-snap. I stitch these ones on a Q-snap, and I like the way my crosses go. I also use really fat needles, so that might be it too. But I like, all of them, I did see it. Here's January. See? They're stitching up really nicely. Like, they're easy. The patterns are easy to read. I have enough space in between them because I think I'm going to make them into their own individual finishes as opposed to one big long finish. I had originally, I'm so sure that I had ordered a different count, a smaller count of fabric, but I got 14 count Ada. So I need to buy more. So I bought a second one already. I ordered it. It's here already. Fabrics by Stephanie. I ordered it already. It's in Elizabeth. I will probably need another one. Potentially even 4. Because they're bigger than I thought they would be. Or they're bigger than I had planned them to be because of the fabric. That's fine. It's fine. I'm okay with the size of them. Now that I've stitched them, I'm okay with the size of them. But I'll probably only be able to fit like 4. Hopefully 4. If I can only fit 3, then that's going to be a problem. But there they are. I've already started aquamarine, which is March's, but I can't show that to you because I'm stitching it in March, and that would break my own rule, so I'm not going to do that. My Ipsy bag for this project is this very sparkly because they're sparkly. And this is I think this is the January one from 2019. I think. I'm pretty sure. So that is my first project. I stitched on a net from the 1st to the 7th. So a full week. Straight. And then I slid right into my next project, which is this one. These zippy bags, these giant zip bags, I got from the dollar store. I know. I mean, like, you can tell the quality is not the greatest, and I'm sure I'll bust through them in like a couple of months, but it's fine for now. So the next thing that I stitched on was Words to Live By from Tiny Modernist. Boom. And I finished the February block. When it rains, look for rainbows. When it's dark, look for stars. I fudged up the cloud, so the rainbow's not right. It's fine. It's fine. Nobody knows except for you now. So I finished that, and then I got the block ready for the next one because I'm ready. And then I'm not finished the January block, but I'm working on it. I'll chip away at that as the year goes on. So I worked on that. Fabric, 16 count black Ada, I want to say. I bought it from Stitches Central. Stitched with all the called for DMC colors. Pattern, Words to Live By from Tiny Modernist. It's a SAL, so you get a new chart on the 15th of every month. My needle minder I bought specifically for this project says, in the end, we only regret the choices we didn't take. Chances we didn't take. And I thought that was fitting. Yeah, I had this on my Q-snap. Can you see? No, you can't really see. I had this on my Q-snap, and I don't know why the Q-snap, like, did something weird to the fabric. It left behind, like, chalky residue that I can't seem to get off. Haven't washed it, but... And I don't know why. Like, it seems to only do that on my black fabric. My pink fabric was totally fine. It's totally fine on my Q-snap. And I don't know why. So I've been using this little frame. Cute little frame. I got it for Christmas because it fits these little squares, like, perfectly. So, it's fine. It's fine. So I'm working on that. There we go. Once I finished my Birthstone Girl Aquamarine, I will finish. I'll work more on January's square until the 15th, and then when the 15th rolls around, I'll do March's square. That is my timeline for that. This is the bag I'm using. It's butterflies on this side, and then like a nice taupe color on the back. The bag that's coming in March for Ipsy might match this better, so I might swap it out for that one. So that's that one. I stitched that one for 2 weeks, basically, from the 7th to the 21st. So yeah, exactly 2 weeks, except I didn't stitch it on the 9th. And I don't know why. I do not know why. I do not know why. The last project I stitched on in the month of February, that I finished on the 28th of February, so I just squeaked it in, was my zodiac pattern, my zodiac sampler. And it was Pisces, was this month's. Pisces? Yeah. I made a bunch of mistakes. It's fine. It's fine. This is not even close to being centered in the circle, but it's fine. It doesn't bother me at all. Not at all. I'll pick it out later. I'll pick it out later and I'll restitch it. It's fine. I made a couple mistakes on the mermaids, but nothing that some... I don't like ripping stuff out. So, like, if I just make, like, one tiny mistake, I'll just be like, ugh, just figure it out. I'll make up a new pattern. I don't care. So I stitched them. Their eyes are like a pale blue bead. You can't really see. So yeah, that's how far I am on that. I also stitched this corner design right here. Fabric. I want to say 16 count black Ada that I think I purchased from Walmart. Not Walmart, Michael's. Stitched in all the called for DMC except the gold circles is stitched in, is stitched in a petite treasure braid. I hate stitching a petite treasure braid, but I love, love, love the way that it looks. And the stars are beads, which was not called for in the pattern. I just really wanted to bead, and then their eyes are also beads. Oops, I should probably show you Pisces. Beaded beads, petite treasure braid, but everything else is the same. So that's that. I have 5 more months left for that. So that'll be done at the end of July. I'm very excited about that. My birthday is in July. So I got this pattern for my birthday last year. So I was like, you know what? I'll just start at the August one, and then by the time I get to me, it'll be done. Yes, I stitched this in hand because I already have beads on it, so I can't put it in a frame. So I just stitched that in hand. So far it's going well. This is the Ipsy bag. Constellations for constellations, which I thought was fabulous. Fabulous. Yes. So those are the projects that I stitched on this month. I stitched that one, the Zodiac one, from the 22nd to the 28th, but I didn't stitch on the 24th because I watched the Oscars instead. So those are all the things that I stitched this month. I made all of my quotas. I did all my goals. So yay me. Good job me. Yeah. I bought some stuff. Should I show you what I bought? I bought some threads, but the threads have already been distributed into their respective projects. It's just like DMC threads. I'm sorry I touched my hair. Oh no. Oh no. I just really want to like touch my hair now all the time. So what I bought, I placed an order with 123 Stitch. I live in Canada. So 123 Stitch takes some time to get here, but it is, even with the conversions, it's cheaper. It's cheaper. If I had gone to an LNS last month, I would have made these purchases at an LNS, but the 2 LNSs that I can go to are both far away. You have to drive on the highway to get there. The weather's gross. I probably won't have any time to go this month either to an LNS. My mom and I like to go together, and I work weekends and she works weekdays, so it's almost impossible. So that's why I placed an order through 123 Stitch. Also, the last time I was at Stitch at Central in London, I didn't see these at all. So I ordered all of them, the ones that I'm missing. The Tiny Modernist Haunted Mansion. That's it there, right there. Boom. Yeah, I ordered them. I'm not going to be stitching them anytime this year because I have too much to do. I don't have the time to stitch for pleasure. Just kidding. I'm 100% kidding. I actually really enjoy the structure that I have going for myself right now. I know that it means a lot of my projects are put on hold, but I actually am thriving under the structure that I have developed for myself, so I am not complaining. So I bought those. Those were like $2 each. Next year, 2020, I would like to continue with my system of having one focus project a month. I have 3 focus projects a month, but ideally in 2020 I will have like maybe one, because it's a little much with 3. And my birthstone girls will be done by that time. The Zodiac sampler will be super done by that time, and the Words to Live By will be finished in January of next year. So I need new focus projects. So I'm already planning for 2020 what I'm going to be stitching every month, because I'm like that. And I've decided to stitch the Cricket collection. The months. All of them. I know that I won't finish this whole thing in the month. It looks pretty complicated. So, like, I'll stitch it for the month, and then if I don't finish it, I'll just put it away. And then next January, I'll pull it out and maybe finish it. We'll see. But yeah, I want to stitch all of the months, and I also want to stitch the seasons ones because those are super cute also. But I'm going to take care of the months first. So this was a Christmas present. I didn't buy this chart last month. This was a Christmas present. What I did buy last month was the called for fabric, which is water lily linen fabric from Witchelt? I don't know. Don't ask me. It's 32 count. The pattern actually calls for 28 count, so I wasn't paying attention. But it's fine. I think I'm going to try and do them all on 32, so they match. But the color is actually right. It actually matches my nails. I'm like Fauna. Fauna? From The Price is Right? Not The Price is Right. Wheel of Fortune. Weird. Right? Wheel of Fortune? The girl who does the thing with the girl who does the thing with the thing. Her. That's who. Anyway, so that's a nice fabric. It's really pretty. Doesn't smell like anything. So I bought that last month. And I also bought February. Just the pattern, not the fabric. There it is, February. Yay! I would like to purchase the fabric. However, 123 Stitch doesn't have the fabric. They have the second called for fabric, but I don't like it. So I have another one saved on my wish list. It's like a pale, pale purple. The called for fabric is like a pale, pale pink. But I think a pale purple will be okay. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'll order it, and if it doesn't work, then I'll just use it for one of the other months. So yeah, that's everything that I bought. That's everything that I stitched on. That's everything that I bought. That is stitching for February. So if you don't care about any other hobby type things, I'm touching my hair again, I'm sorry. If you don't care about any other hobby type things, stitching type things, if you don't care about anything other than stitching, you are welcome to leave. Thank you so much for your time. I'm going to continue to talk about other things that I did last month that I enjoyed in terms of hobbying type things. I read some books. Yay! I finished Design for Dying by Renee something or other. I can't remember the author's name, but I showed it in my last video. So, yes, there you go. Maybe it's in the description box. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Design for Dying was very good. I very much enjoyed it. It was a murder mystery set in like 1920s old Hollywood, but like actually in old Hollywood, because the murder victim was an aspiring actress who was a friend of the main character. I loved the main character's like attitude. She's pretty cool. I think that this is the first in a series, so now I have to read the series because I'm a completionist. So great. But it was very good. The twists were unexpected and they were like fresh. But the murderer was basically exactly who you would expect it to be. But the way that they figured it out was kind of roundabout, which I liked. So it was good. I do recommend it. Design for Dying by somebody else. That Renee Fitzpatrick? Patrick? Renee Patrick? Renee Patrick sounds right. Maybe. I don't know. Something like that. It's good. Whatever. It's good. It's fine. So then after I finished that, I started reading this. A Discovery of Witches. It's a library book, so I'm holding off my library code there. By Deborah Harkness. This was recommended to me by a friend. Hello, Emily. It's really, really good. I very, very much am enjoying this book. Without giving away spoilers, because I don't know how it ends. Diana. Oh, these are the actors that play them in the show. And, I kind of wish they weren't on the cover of the book, because these are not how I imagined the characters to be. It's fine. Whatever. The main character, Diana, is a witch. But she, like, is pretending she's not a witch, which you really can't do. And the guy is Matthew. He's a vampire. They're obviously falling in love. But yeah, no, it's really, really good. It's very suspenseful and it's full of intrigue, and you like I'm not really sure what's like supposed to be happening, but it's great. Um, in this world, and perhaps in ours, you never know. There are 4 species of humanoid type things: humans, witches, vampires, and daemons. The daemons seem to be like big fairy people, tall fairy people. Like they're very artistically inclined. I don't know. We haven't really ventured in very much. I hope that in the future books, there's 3. I hope that they talk more about daemons, or that one of the main characters is a daemon, because I would love to know more about them. They're the only species that we really don't know much about in this book. So hopefully, that's what I'm hoping for. It's a series of 3, so I have to read them all. Thanks, Emily. I love you, Cookie. Yeah, so that's what I read. That is what I read last month. 2 books. I haven't finished one. I finished the other. You know what? I'm going to try and focus more on reading, I think, in the coming months. I say that now, but it's a total lie. I'm going to talk a little bit about my bullet journal. Now, before I show you my title page for February, let me remind you that I am not artistically inclined whatsoever. So this was my title page for February. I was listening to a podcast last month. I guess in January. I was listening to a podcast in January. It's called Let's Talk About Myths, Baby. And it's this girl, who talks about Greek myths. She just like but tells Greek myths from like a more feminist standpoint. She's very good. She's quite funny. But one of the myths that she talked about was Troy. She's been talking about Troy and the Battle of Troy. And this is the golden apple, which is basically the reason why the war is the Battle of Troy is happening. So basically, in a nutshell, the story goes that Eris, who is the goddess of discord, threw this golden apple into a party of gods and goddesses. And the words written on the apple, this word means to the fairest in Greek. So 3 goddesses, Aphrodite, Athena, and one more, were like, oh, I'm the fairest. It's obviously for me. So they were fighting about this apple. And then they went to some guy. I'm not telling this very well. Whatever. In order to determine who was the fairest, they got a mortal's opinion. And he ended up choosing Aphrodite because Aphrodite promised him Helen, who was the most beautiful woman in the world. And Helen is Helen of Troy. So there you go, in a nutshell. But I thought this was really nice for February. I'm not super into the whole Valentine's Day thing. I think you should just you love your people when you love them. Doesn't matter. So I just thought that was nice. To the fairest. Yeah. So yeah, that's my I have sparkly washi tape over across the top of my bullet journal. Oh, you can see it really well there. Sparkles. I like sparkly things. So that was my bullet journal title page for this month. And I was actually quite proud of it because I managed to draw a fairly realistic looking apple, in my personal opinion. So good. Bullet journal, check. I got my Ipsy bag this month. If you don't know, Ipsy is a monthly mailing subscription service for makeup. And it's out of the States, so it's pretty, I think it's like $10 a bag every month. $10 every month for your bag. And they're like decent quality bags. These are what I use to store my floss for my projects. But they send you like 5 to 6 sample size products of makeup. And they're like nice quality makeup. So if you enjoy makeup, but you don't want to spend like $1 million on designer brands, you should get these little Ipsy bags. I'm probably going to use this for my Cricut collection of February flosses for next year. I need to find 12 of these. This box up here has all of my past Ipsy bags. I'm such a hoarder, as you can see from my shelf. So I'm going to go through this box and see. You understand. Anyway, so I got some hand cream. This Pure Elise brand is really, really nice. They sent me a face a face moisturizer a couple months ago that was watermelon scented, and now I need the whole thing. Like, I need the big version. I can't find it anywhere except for the actual Pearlie's website. So it's coffee, but it doesn't smell like coffee. It's really subtle, and it's like a lighter hand cream. So it's not like, I just don't like really thick hand creams. Make your hands all greasy. Ugh. I got this. Okay, so I'm not super impressed with this, but it's fine. This is from MAC, obviously, and it's this little sample of get out foundation, but like, it's tiny, and this is what you use. See, okay, I tried. This is what you use to put it on, but like, firstly, I don't use powder foundation. I don't really use much foundation anyway. They've matched my color pretty well. I'm putting it on as if you can see it. But I'm never going to use this. And none of my friends are as pasty pale as I am, so it's most likely going in the garbage. Or on the floor. So I wasn't super happy about that, but they got my shade kind of right. Still a little too orange for me. I have pink undertones, so it's hard for me to find foundations. I got this eyeshadow from Meech and Mia. It's like a taupe color. Yes, taupe. Meech and Mia. It's really nice. I put it on my eyelids. I'm not wearing it today, but I put it on my eyelids underneath like sparkly eyeshadows because it evens out my skin tone. It's nice. I like that. I like that a lot. Then I got this highlight from Seraphine Botanicals. It looks super dark. Can I find myself? Am I there? Hello? Oh, I'm right there. Oh my god, I'm even more pale. It looks really dark, but it's actually really nice. It does give you like a natural glow. So I'm really liking that. I would show you, but my camera is not great. So I'm just kind of talking about it. Like, but that's the size. Like, that's a full highlight. That's a full pot of, like, if you bought this at the store, it would be like $20. But you get the whole thing, basically. Some other sample sizes are huge. And then some of them are teeny tiny. This is Sugar Pill? Sugar? It's called It's a Pout Time Mini Lipstick in the color Better Call Salmon. This is nice. It's a tiny lipstick. Itty bitty. But the color is beautiful. It's beautiful. So I like 4 out of the 5 things in my bag, which is good. Plus I like my bag, so that's good. My bag from last month was hideous, I think. I'm trying to remember what it even looked like. No, I lie. Oh my god, I think it was that sparkly one. It doesn't matter. Whatever. So that was my Ipsy bag, my makeup bag. I very much enjoy makeup. Let's talk about, I bought this, okay. I work at a jewelry store, for those of you who do not know, and we carry the line Alex and Annie, which, if you don't know, is basically a collection of bracelets that are made from recycled material. So it's not fine jewelry. It's not sterling silver and gold. It's recycled material. So it does wear differently, but their designs are super cute and they're very popular amongst the young kids. But in February, we got a collection for Valentine's Day, but we also got a couple Harry Potter bracelets. I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. These are my Harry Potter books. It's taken all of my willpower not to buy the 20th anniversary editions that are like color-coded for your house. I'm a Hufflepuff. And so all of the books are like yellow and black. And I really, really want them, but I can't justify having 2 sets of the same book. I just can't. Maybe one day. Maybe for the 30th I'll buy them. But anyway, okay, so I guess I should show you the actual bracelet. So the bracelet has written on it, I can't even see, the ones that love us never really leave us. And I got this, I had a very close friend to me pass away in December. He had been fighting cancer for a while. And so he passed away in December, and I saw this. I saw this in the store, and I was like, "Oh my god, that's what I need. That's for Nathan." So it is in memoriam of Nathan, because I super miss him a lot, but uh, he's never really gone. You know, he didn't really leave. So that is probably one of my favorite purchases of last month. Okay, let's talk about the Oscars. Did you watch the Oscars? I watched the Oscars. I thought it was kind of bland without a host. I seem to be the only one that thinks that. I loved Queen opening. If you didn't watch it, Queen, like the band, opened with Adam Lambert singing vocals. They opened the Oscars, and I thought that was fabulous. But it just felt so like presenter award, musical act, presenter award, musical act. I don't know. I feel like it would have benefited from a host. I mean, I understand why there was no host. I get it, but like, highlights for me were Amy Poehler, Amy, the blonde Amy, Tina Fey, and Maya Rudolph. They were super funny. Although I didn't like what Maya Rudolph was wearing. I also really liked Mike Myers and Dana Carvey coming out to introduce Bohemian Rhapsody as basically Wayne and Garth. I laughed so hard. I thought that was so well done. The fashion was fabulous this year. I really liked what Lady Gaga was wearing. I also loved what Emilia Clarke was wearing. She had like this asymmetrical lavender sparkly dress. It's beautiful. I keep touching my hair. I'm sorry, Mom. There's something hanging out in front of my face. Yeah, it was my favorite look. Amy Clark's dress, the purple one, was my favorite one of the night. I'm sorry. There. Hopefully it's gone. I really wanted Rami Malek to win Best Actor. Oh, I guess I should say, I've only seen Bohemian Rhapsody and A Star is Born, which were both nominated for Best Picture and a bunch of other stuff. But those are the only ones that I saw. I saw Black Panther. But I wanted Rami Malek to win Best Actor, and he did. I thought he did a fantastic job as Freddie Mercury. Oh my god, Bohemian Rhapsody was my favorite movie of last year, hands down. And I love Marvel, and I watched all the Marvel movies, and I still liked Bohemian Rhapsody more. So he won, yay, woo! I really wanted Lady Gaga to win Best Actress because I thought she did a fabulous job in A Star is Born. I didn't like A Star is Born. I don't really like Bradley Cooper, and I super don't like country music. But I thought that she did a really good job in that movie, so I really wanted her to win. But it was Olivia Colman? Pullman? She plays the queen in The Favorite. And her acceptance speech was absolutely hilarious. Plus, Lady Gaga won, like, Best Music or Song, or whatever that award was. So she won an Oscar. It's fine. Whatever, everybody was happy. And I really wanted Bohemian Rhapsody to win Best Picture. The Green Book won, which is fine. It looks like a good movie. I haven't seen it. I'm going to watch it now with Viggo Mortensen and Mahershala Ali. It looks good. So, only one. I only got one right. That's fine. It's totally fine. Everybody's fabulous. So, yeah, I watched the Oscars and it was great. I liked it a lot. And Julia Roberts at the end, though. She looked fabulous. Her hair. Well done. Last month I went to see the Lego Movie 2 in theaters, which is absolutely hilarious. If you liked the first one and you haven't seen the second one, go see the second one. It does a really good job of telling like a whole new story, but keeping the comedy there. It was really well done. I went to go see it with my brother, and we both very much enjoyed it. Very much enjoyed it. It's the only movie I saw. Then I guess the only other story I have to say is I got last month I was telling you that I popped a filling out of my tooth because I was flossing, which shouldn't happen. So I went to get my tooth filled this month, and my dentist was really nice. So, thank goodness. I have a huge fear of the dentist. I've just never had a great time. But he seems really nice. He's new to me. So he seems really nice. And I was very appreciative of... I like when dentists walk you through the whole process, where they're just like, okay, you're going to feel like a prick, and then I'm going to start drilling. My previous one didn't do that. So I'm liking that he does that. So my tooth is filled. My teeth are fine. They look great. They do. They did a good job. Thank you. Thank you, dentist. Yeah, I think that's all I have to talk about. Plans for this month in general. I'm gonna stitch my 3 projects like a beast. I'm hoping I can work my 4th one in somewhere. We'll see. Definitely that. I'm gonna try and finish Discovery of Witches. It's a library book, so I only have about 2 weeks left. I'm gonna finish it. I'm gonna finish that. What else do I have to do? I don't know. I guess I'll let you know next month when I post another video. That's it. Yes. Projects done. Books, talked about it. Ipsy, yes. Bullet journal, done. Oscars, good. Movie, check. Stories, done. Yeah. Cool. So I'll see you in a month. Probably. Most likely. If not, thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for having a chat with me. I hope that wherever you are is nice and you're safe and happy. The weather here has been very strange for the last little while. So, yes. Take care. Happy February. Bye.